I wanted this video to be completely silent, but I couldn't. So I decided to share a few useful tips to make this video actually helpful for you. And you can give these some energy with just one like. I'll also share a few important portrait tattoo techniques, the do's and don'ts that every artist needs to know.
All right, listen carefully. First, I'll go over 10 things you must do and then 10 things you must avoid so you can fully understand what's important in portrait tattooing. Pay close attention and always remember these. Essential portrait tattoo tips. What you should do. Tip 1. Layered shading, the key to natural portraits. In portrait tattoos, nothing is more important than building layers. You should never apply heavy shading all at once. Start with a very light tone, then gradually add layers. This makes the skin appear completely natural, soft, and flawless, giving real depth to the face. A portrait is not a one-step painting, it's a gradual process. Tip 2. Constant reference check. Control form and proportions. Always take your eyes off the skin and check the reference every 10 to 15 seconds. Our brains can easily make mistakes in portraits. If you don't look often, eyes or nose can quickly go off form. Portraits aren't for guessing. Every stroke should be verified with the reference. Tip 3. Build details with soft lines and general shading. Around the eyes, eyelids, lips, and nose, there should be no harsh lines. In a true portrait, lines don't exist, only soft variations of light and shadow. The fewer lines you use and the more you build details with shading, the more natural and alive the portrait looks. Tip 4. Use 3 levels of light, medium, and dark. One of the secrets of portraits is to avoid just having highlights and dark shadows. You need a strong medium tone to connect the light and dark areas. This gives depth to the face, makes it look rounded, and prevents it from looking flat or plastic. Tip 5. Keep the skin moist for smooth shading and clean results. Dry skin is the enemy of shading. When the skin is moist, visibility improves, the needle moves more smoothly, and shading applies cleaner, especially in portraits. Any patchy shading can ruin the piece. Tip 6. Add dark shadows last. Build the face structure with medium tones first. Once the form is correct, then start adding dark shadows. If you darken too early, your eye judgment gets off and you may misalign the entire face. Tip 7. Control pressure and keep hand movement smooth. In portraits, you don't need force, you need control. Apply shading with very controlled pressure and smooth movements. Too much pressure ruins the skin and makes shading messy, especially around the eyes and cheeks. Tip 8. Short strokes on sensitive areas. For fine textures like fine lines around the eyes, lips, or small wrinkles, use very short, controlled strokes. Overworking these areas will make them look heavy and unnatural. Tip 9. Pause a few seconds before important areas. This is a professional habit. Before tattooing the eyes, nose, or lips, pause 2 to 3 seconds, mentally visualize the shape, then start. These few seconds prevent major mistakes. Tip 10. Proper lighting equals proper portrait. White, strong, and even lighting is the best choice. Under bad lighting, shadows are misjudged, and the overall balance of the face is ruined. Light equals accuracy, and accuracy equals a precise portrait.
Things you should never do in portrait tattoos. Tip 1. Jumping to high contrast too quickly. Many artists make this mistake. They go for strong darks too early. When one area is suddenly darkened, the balance of the face collapses, and the face starts to look dead, harsh, and unnatural. Tip 2. Working under yellow or weak light. Incorrect lighting causes you to misread shadows. Warm tones appear too dark, cool tones too light. The result? The face looks like an old video. Not realistic at all. Tip 3. Hasty, fast, uncontrolled strokes. Portraits require calm and focus. Rushing causes depth errors, ruins proportions, and can damage the skin. One small mistake can destroy the entire piece. Tip 4. Using one needle for the whole face. Portraits require variety. You need a liner for soft details, a soft magnum for wide shading, and a small magnum for special areas. Using one needle for the whole face creates limitations from the start. Tip 5. Over-darkening the entire face. Some artists think darker is always better, but portraits come alive with light. Too much shadow makes the piece dull, heavy, and gives an old printed photo vibe. Tip 6. Harsh or sharp strokes in mid-face areas. Cheeks, forehead, and around the mouth should not have sharp lines. Every harsh stroke makes the face look older, tired, or unnatural. Tip 7. Shading on dry or unprepared skin. Dry skin creates uneven shading, patchiness, and even looks messy immediately after tattooing. This is a red line in portraits. Tip 8. Jumping to details without structure. If you tattoo eyes and lips first without the overall face structure, proportions will be wrong. First the skeleton of light and shadow, then details. Tip 9. Overusing solid black. Solid black is okay in moderation. Too much makes the piece dull and unrealistic. Depth should come from blending tones, not just absolute black. Tip 10. Guessing shadows without analyzing light. The biggest mistake, thinking because it's a human face, you can guess shadows. No, light plus reference equals truth. Guessing equals ruining the form.
Also, make sure to check out my full tutorials on lips and eyes. They're packed with professional techniques you won't want to miss. You can give me some energy with just one like. If this video hits over 1,000 likes, I'll upload a full advanced version for you. Don't forget to leave a comment. I read and reply to all of them. Good luck!